I don't know.
It's worth looking at again. I think in that context at who is doing the innovating in insurance, right now, because I don't know if Matthew would agree with this. The pandemic has changed the landscape in UK, and I think we could stretch that to Europe. The earlier curiosity to know what everyone is doing is starting drying up. Insurance companies want to see now matured, validated, working propositions. They're not that interested in seeing businesses with a POC, with an interesting idea, who need a data set, the level of corporate innovation has dropped off a bit, I think, since in the last 12 months. And I think that slack has been picked up by the InsurTech funding world, where now huge amounts of money are being spent on tech-enabled MGAs, and the validated technology that is really making a difference and is plugging the gaps, as we talked about earlier, between the capacity and the customer, and providing true digital experiences. So we're seeing less curiosity, less early stage money, and more bigger bets in companies that were started 4 or 5 years ago that are now doing really well, and a level of self-fulfilling prophecy that comes with, if you get your hands on £200 million, you ought to be able to execute properly from there. You just should.
Yeah, we should talk about funding. Matthew, I didn't want to cut you off if you were about to jump in with something.
No, just one small thing to build on that, which is, you can see what Robin's saying through the Lloyd's lab. So that's sort of incubator, because it doesn't actually really incubate, it actually connects them into the market and does a really good job of connecting them to underwriters and soon to be brokers. But they've gone through exactly that stage where they started off with really early stage companies and realized that, as Robin says, you actually need companies that have already got some traction. And actually, it comes back to a point about innovation. Underwriters are busy and don't really have time to sort of incubate things themselves or teach people how to run a business. They want something that's can be. I'm Matthew Grant.
I'm Robin Merttens, and we're InsTech London.
And this is the future of insurance.